Welcome back to the another session of our English class. Hope you all are safe at home. Students, what have we discussed in the previous class? Yes, in the previous class, we have completed the third part of the lesson which is titled as The Ball. Students, I told you to read the text. Did you read it? Okay, so I'll ask you some questions. Are you ready? My first question is, why did Cinderella pretend to be asleep? Yes, Cinderella pretended to be asleep to show that she had been staying at home and had not been to any place. My second question is, Cinderella forgot the words of her fairy godmother on the second day. What may be the reason? Because Cinderella was enjoying the party in the company of the prince and thus forgot about the passing of time. Students, in the previous class, I told you to write an activity in your ref note. Did you write that? So, shall we discuss that activity? So, all of you take your English text and take page number 54. Did you see activity 5? Hope you all wrote this activity. So, I'll read that question once more. Here are some words to describe Cinderella. Use more words to fill in the blanks. Students, all of you look here. Some words are given here to describe Cinderella. Which are those words? Attractive and smart. Here you were asked to identify some other words to describe Cinderella. So all of you tell me the words that you have written. Yes, very good. Beautiful, then lovable, pretty, and energetic. So these are the words that describe Cinderella. Students, if anyone have written any other words that describe Cinderella, you can add that also. Students, these describing words are also known as adjectives. Students, I have already taught you adjectives in the previous class. So hope you all understood this activity. Am I right? Students, now are you ready to go to the next part of the story? Okay, so let's go. Take your text and take page number 47. Students, what is the title here? Yes, The Search is the title given here. So I'll read the first paragraph. All of you listen carefully. The prince became very sad when Cinderella left him. His servants brought him the glass shoe that Cinderella had left in the room. He wanted to find out the beautiful girl who had danced with him. The next day, he sent messengers to announce that the prince would visit every home to find out the lady. This news excited the ladies. The two stepsisters were very glad because they had pretty feet. They put on their best clothes and waited for the prince. But Cinderella didn't have any good clothes. Students, now I'll explain it for you. When Cinderella remembered the words of fairy godmother, she left the place and reached home. So the prince became very sad. Cinderella left one of her shoes in the room. So the servants gave that glass shoe to the prince. So the prince wanted to find out that beautiful girl who had danced with him. Therefore, he decided to visit every home to find out that lady. And he sent a messenger to give a public announcement. Hearing this announcement, Cinderella's two stepsisters became very glad and excited because they had beautiful feet, so that they dressed very well and waited for the prince. But what about Cinderella? Yes, she didn't have any good clothes, so she became very sad. Now, shall we go through some new words and their meanings? Students, did you identify any difficult words? Yes, messengers. Messengers are persons carrying message. Identify the next word. Yes, announce. Announce means make known something at a social occasion. Look, the next word is excited. Excited means thrilled. The next word is glad. Glad means happy. The next word is pretty. Pretty means beautiful. Students, hope you all understood this paragraph. Am I right? Students, now we will move on to the next paragraph. So I'll give you a model reading and you all listen attentively. The prince visited every house. He invited girls to try on the shoe Cinderella had left in the ballroom. The girls tried it on, but it did not fit any one of them. Finally, the prince reached Cinderella's house. The eldest stepsister went to her room to try on the shoe, and her mother stood by. But she could not get her big toe into it, for the shoe was too small. Then her mother handed her a knife and said, "Cut the toe off. For when you are a queen, you will never have to go on foot." So the girl cut off her toe, squeezed her foot into the shoe. She concealed her pain and went down to the prince. The prince looked at her shoe and saw blood flowing under it. Not the right bride at all. The prince shouted in anger. So, what did you understand from this paragraph? I'll explain it for you. The prince visited every house with the shoe that Cinderella left in the ballroom, and he invited girls to wear that shoe. But it was not fit for them. At last, the prince reached Cinderella's house. Then Cinderella's elder stepsister tried that shoe, but she couldn't get her toe into it as because of the shoe was too small. So what did she do? Yes, her mother asked her to cut off the toe by giving her a knife. Then her mother convinced her that when she become a queen, she will never have to go on foot. Then what did she do? Yes, very good. The girl cut off the toe and pressed her toe into the shoe, and she presented in front of the prince by hiding her pain. Then, when the prince looked at her shoe, he saw blood flowing under it. By watching this, the prince shouted and said that she is not the right bride for him. So, what happened here? Yes, the prince felt angry. Hope you understood the explanation of this paragraph. Now, shall we go through some new words and their meanings? Toe means finger in leg. Students, here you can see the picture of toe. The next word is squeeze. Squeeze means to press firmly. All of you look at this picture. Here someone is squeezing the foot. Conceal means hide. Students, now shall we move on to the next paragraph? Students, now I'll give you a model reading and what you have to do is listen attentively. Then the other sister tried the shoe. She went into her room to do so and got her toes comfortably in, but her heel was too large. Then her mother handed her the knife, saying, "Cut a piece of your heel. When you are the queen, you will never have to go on foot." So the girl cut off a piece of her heel and thrust her foot into the shoe. The prince looked at her feet and became more angry and shouted, "There is blood on your shoe. The shoe is too small, not the right bride at all." Students, to make you understand this paragraph, I will give you an explanation of this paragraph. Here, the other sister tried to wear the shoe. She got her toes comfortably in the shoe, but her heel was too large. Watching this, what did the mother say? She handed a knife and said her to cut off a piece of heel, then added that when she became a queen, She never had to go on foot. So, what did Cinderella's sister do? Yes, she obeyed her mother and did so. Then she pushed her foot into the shoe. When she presented in front of the prince felt so angry and shouted that there is blood on her shoe and added that the shoe is too small. At last, the prince declared that she is not the right bride at all. Students, tell me the difficult words from this paragraph. Comfortably. Comfortably means easily. The next word is knife. Knife means an instrument used for cutting. Here you can see the picture of knife. It's familiar to you. The next word is heel. Heel is the back part of the human foot. Did you see this picture? This is the picture of heel. The next word is thrust. Thrust means to push violently. The next word, bride. Bride is a woman on or just before her wedding day. Hope you all enjoyed today's class. So, I will give you notes today and we will meet in the next class with the rest of this story. So, see you in the next class. Thank you, dear children.